you're scared to do something, or you're not sure and you're not certain because you don't know what the outcome is going to be, I'm going to tell you to stop fucking thinking that way. Start thinking of what is coming in to your brain, into your mind, that vision that you see, even if it's crazy, even if it's scary, even if it's uncertain, and do it. Just full throttle, go through it, do it, manifest that shit. Don't look back and keep on going. Because the thing is that that is what's going to segregate you from the rest of this world out there. Hey guys, Jen here. I popped on a little early just to make sure that I could get people's responses. I know I had a problem last time, so I'm just going to wait until I can see some people popping in on here before I start. So once I see some replies, then I'll start, because then I know how many people are on. Oh, there's Carly. Okay, good. So I can see your guys' responses. I know last time I wasn't able to, so I'm glad that I can see it now, so that way we can go forward and talk about things. So how are you doing, Carly? Are you surviving? Okay. I guess it takes a while to get responses back. Who knows? Okay, so let's start. I want to go over a great topic today as far as anti-aging goes. I know that a lot of people have questions. I got it, Carly. Are you guys surviving the quarantine? I'm actually in my office. I came in to do some drop shipping today. So I came in to ship some stuff out, but so I'm here at the office doing that. I'm really excited because I just did a video. I'm launching my men's line as of Monday, I believe we're launching. And so I did a video really quick on the men's line, which I'm really excited about. So if men are on here, stay tuned, because it's going to be fabulous. You should check out the Facebook page. But I combined them all to where the women's and the men's were kind of combined into one. It was too hard with both. But let's go forward with skincare, anti-aging. If you guys have questions, just pop them on here so I can read them, and I'll keep going back and forth to help you. But I know everybody really wants to know, if there's a quick fix, or if there's anything with skincare that they can do to make everything better. And the question is yes, and the answer is, or I should say, the answer is yes, and the answer is no. So there's two different things as far as anti-aging. So for myself, I'm a big advocate for nutrition, health, diet, all of that. Whatever we put into our bodies is what shows externally in our skin. So I actually, as of June, will be 41 years of age. And I really think taking really good care of my skin, on top of internally supplements, healthy choices, that has made a extreme difference in my skin. So I'm going to go over a little bit on, I feel, what anti-aging really stems from. And that's even with acne, it's even with hyperpigmentation, any of that stuff. But a lot of it comes down to your diet and nutrition. I am going to go over products after I do a rundown of this, but I really want to emphasize how important it is to actually get your diet and your exercise on point for the anti-aging properties, because a lot of people just think, oh, I'm going to use this product, it's going to make a big difference, or I'm going to get filler, I'm going to get Botox, whatever else. And that is false. It does help, but it is false. So I made a list. I really want to go over as far as what research shows that's out there. So being overweight and smoking, eating unhealthy, if you ever look at somebody's skin, it has that muggy, like it's almost like a grayish to their skin. And that it means that they're not very vascular. They don't have a lot of vascularity going. They're not super healthy. Those are things that play a role. So even with smoking, vaping, any of that, your body and your skin cannot get that oxygen in there. So you're actually doing a really bad or a disadvantage for yourself, because your skin can't breathe properly. Therefore, it gets that gross, that like grayish tone to the skin. Exercise. So exercise is huge. With exercise, you're getting your blood flow going. You're helping your nutrients to properly get into your skin cells. Allows blood flow. The one thing you do have to watch out is getting sweaty, things like that, because then, of course, you can deal with some of the acne. But keeping active is a fabulous thing for your skin. If you're eating poorly, your skin, diet and nutrition, you need to get off of your crappy diet, eating processed foods. I always say dairy. Dairy is actually really horrible. It will actually increase your blood to get that vascularity in the blood flow. That actually, with having dairy in your diet, is extremely harmful, especially for acne as well as that. So also wanted to really go over older skin and not being active. When you're not active, it doesn't help your lymphatic drainage. And with that lymphatic drainage, it's definitely going to help the blood flow, the nutrients that you're eating, things like that in your diet. So the next thing I really want to go over is avoiding certain foods. So I just went over avoiding dairy. Sometimes with eggs for acne is not very good, but this is anti-aging. So dairy is huge. It actually will definitely increase those blood vessels. So you have to be really careful about that, especially in your legs, things like that, for vascularity reasons. I want to say avoid sodium to a moderation. So a lot of people I know, especially like me, when we eat super clean, we actually don't get enough sodium. So we need to subsidize and add in some sodium. But a lot of society overdoes the sodium because you're eating processed foods. So your body cannot work properly. Your cells are kind of like erratic and they're not structured properly. So avoiding sodium. Also, vitamin A is huge. As we say with the retinol, vitamin A is very beneficial for the skin, but vitamin A is actually extremely beneficial internally for anti-aging properties. So green leafies, ingesting vitamin A, beta carotene. So it also helps with your cell renewal process. Sweet potatoes are huge. They're amazing. You should definitely have more sweet potatoes in your diet. A lot of green leafy vegetables. Egg whites have a lot of vitamin A in there as well. Okay, going through my notes. Also, I want to talk about fatty acid or fatty foods. So meaning that avocados, nuts and seeds, fish oils, certain oils, what they do to the skin for hydration properties is it actually increases that moisture level. So you're not getting the transversal water loss in the moisture. So like nuts and seeds, of course, in moderation. You don't want to over zealous on them. But what that's going to do is actually going to lubricate the tissues of the skin and hydrate them. So a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm aging, I have wrinkles, I'm really dry. And the first thing I go over with my clients is, okay, how are your omegas? What are you eating? Are you having fish oils? Are you having avocado? Are you having nuts and seeds? Those are what are going to hydrate the tissues of the skin. Your whole body, it's going to hydrate internally and externally. It's a huge factor. So not saying, okay, I'm just going to go use a moisturizer, because that's defeating the purpose. And if you listen to my podcast, it explains why moisturizers are actually pretty harmful for a lot of our skin. It doesn't have that combination. It doesn't feed right. The cells don't talk to each other. So you're actually aging more with using certain moisturizers on your skin. So you definitely want to look into your omegas and things like that. I am going to be giving some giveaways today on supplements. And with those giveaways, I just ask that you share. You maybe go check out my Instagram, you like it, you follow, and then I'm going to kind of oversee what everybody's doing. And I'm going to push out some of the supplements I highly believe in for skincare. But I'll go over those here in a minute. So the next thing I want to talk about is antioxidants in your food. So making sure that you're eating healthy antioxidants. So a huge, huge one, which has great fiber in it, is blueberries. I always tend to do blueberries, strawberries in my oatmeal in the morning. And they're nice because, yes, they have sugar, but they're not high index glycemic levels. So it balances, because the fiber in it is so healthy that it kind of counteracts that sugar. So those are fabulous antioxidants. I highly recommend them. Another thing that you want to start implying for anti-aging and healthy skin is water. A lot of us don't get enough hydration. And there's a little trick that I've always told my clients, that your body, when you drink water, it definitely goes through us super fast. But there's a trick. If you add in a little bit of strawberries, or you add in a bit of lemon or magnesium or something like that in the water, your body thinks to itself, okay, this isn't pure water, so I'm going to hold on to it longer. So it's going to hydrate those tissues at a longer period of time, which then you're going to see in your skin. You're going to be more supple, more hydrated. And a lot of times when we are dehydrated, or when we feel like we need water, we're already way dehydrated from before. So I get in about a gallon of water a day just because of my foods, my supplements, and what I do. But I really suggest about 2 liters of water a day for everybody. So the next thing is, I want to go over how to know if you are dehydrated. So in esthetician school, many of us have learned that when you pinch the skin and it stays, so you can see I'm actually a little dehydrated. So I pinched my skin and you can see it kind of stays there, right? So that means that my body is actually dehydrated, which is true. I had a little bit of coffee this morning. So those are things that you really want, or even the tissues of your skin. When you do this and you can see if it stays or not, you're not hydrated well enough in those lipid tissues. Another thing I want to go over is sleep. Sleep is huge. That is when we actually get our regeneration of our skin cells, our muscular, our vascular, our skeleton, any of that. It's our organ renewal. This is the time that our skin can renew itself. And I always tell my clients, this is the time that you actually need to have really good, proper skincare on your face, because this is the time that your skin can actually absorb it, get the nutrients in, and everything else that, will go ahead to keep you younger. So I want to go over, before I go into actual products that help with anti-aging, I wanted to go over a couple supplements. So I'm going to shoot these products out. Like I said, I'm going to give a giveaway today. Just definitely share my post if you really like what I'm talking about and the knowledge I'm giving you, so I can keep doing this for everybody. I really feel that people need to be educated that it's not what we're definitely putting on our skin every day. It's actually what we're doing to our bodies every day that help with the anti-aging, even acne, anything, but pretty much our aging process. Aging is a disease. So I think that as we age, your skin shouldn't just be drastically aging. It should be well maintained, just like our skin, our body, what you put into it. All of that is huge for the anti-aging properties. So I'm going to do a giveaway. If any of you guys usually follow me, I know you know how much I love gut health because gut health is huge. So I am going to give away a great probiotic that I absolutely love. So we're going to be doing a giveaway on the probiotic. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway on omega acids because omegas are extremely beneficial, especially for hydrating the tissues of your skin. We do not make certain omegas or we don't make them in our bodies. So therefore we need to supplement, whether it's you're eating fish, having omega, this is huge for hydration with your skin. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give out a multivitamin. So I'm going to do a men's multivitamin, and I'm also going to do a women's multivitamin. I really wanted to push the men's one in here because of their pre-launching for the men's line. So I am going to do that. So those are my giveaways today. But now I really want to talk about what we can do to our skin as far as topically. So topically, I'm going to go over growth factors. So growth factors are huge for your skin. They are actually, so you have baby stem cells on the bottom of or like you have your epidermis, then you have your dermal layer, and then down in your dermal layer is, those baby growth factors, fibroblasts, things like that. As we age, we don't promote them as much as what we used to. So having these growth factors in your products are actually an amazing, it's really like a turnaround. So I know that a lot of people even take growth factors, like for health-wise injections, things like that to keep youthful. It's the same aspect for our skin. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, growth factors you have to be careful about because they can promote cell regeneration faster, which is true. So when you're injecting them, you can definitely do that if you have bad cells in your skin. But the really good thing about the growth factors that are out there, and be cautious on what skincare you use, because some of them will say that they have them. And if they're in a cream form, there's no way that's penetrating the surface of your skin. The molecules in a cream or a moisturizer are too thick to penetrate. It has to be a serum at a different molecule level. So with those certain growth factors, a lot of them are just an array of growth factors. So you're not going to be stimulating skin cancer cells on the surface of your skin, any of that. If it was one growth factor that is penetrating on the product or penetrating in your skin, that's a different story. It can, but it's an array of growth factors. So that is one thing that is huge for anti-aging. The second one is antioxidants. So making sure that you have great antioxidants in your products, vitamin C's, certain things like that. The next one is peptides. I love peptides. Depending on the peptide, you have to be cautious on what peptide, and we'll get into that in another discussion. But peptides are amazing for skincare. The next thing that I did want to go over is hyaluronic acid, which is called HA. That actually will really lubricate the tissues of the skin, plump them, and hydrate them. Now, I really wanted to go into HA, which is hyaluronic acid, a little bit more because they'll say, oh, it's in a moisturizer, it's in a cream, any of that. Now, hyaluronic acid molecule is extremely big. So it is extremely hard to penetrate into the surface of the skin. So you'll go to the drugstore or you'll go to Nordstrom's or Sephora or whatever else, and they'll say, oh, it has hyaluronic acid. Do not be fooled. Hyaluronic acid, you need to make sure the molecule is small enough to penetrate the skin, because a lot of them that are out there have a larger molecule that will not penetrate the skin, but it will go into like the superficial layer, and it will like plump the tissues up to make them look hydrated. But longevity wise, it's not doing anything for the bottom layer of your skin or to help with the hyaluronic acid in your skin. It's just plumping it up, and that's all it's doing. So you want to be extremely, extremely cautious with that one. My suggestion for producing hyaluronic acid is actually getting treatment. So of course, right now you can't get treatments, but peels, lasers, facials, certain things that are out there, they will induce your own collagen, fibroblast, hyaluronic acid, all of that. So making sure that you're keeping up with your maintenance, or you're maintaining your monthly facials or treatments, things like that. We did just come out with an at-home treatment that I actually do in my clinic, that I'm doing just little sample ones, and I'm putting them together in a package to sell out to people to do at home during this time if they want, you know, some peels and things like that on their skin. It helps a lot. So if you guys are interested in that, DM me and I will send you it. It's super reasonable, and it gives you a great breakdown of what to do at home with your skin. So going over that again, so good quality. Also, I wanted to go over huge for anti-aging is your sunscreen, you guys. Sunscreen is huge. Now, I went over this at my last talk, but I'm going to go over it again. I am sitting here with all these lights. I'm sitting here talking to you through this. This is sending me UVA radiation. Now, UVA radiation is what ages us, okay? It's not the UVB, it's the UVA. UVA is what damages our tissue of our skin. So if you do not think that sunscreen is not important, even at nighttime, even when you go to bed, if you're on your screen, a lot of times UVA is huge for your skin to have that. Now, you're gonna go and say, okay, well, it's a sunscreen and it's 50 SPF. Well, I'm gonna educate you this. SPF will not go over, 15, I believe it is 15. I'm going to re-look at that and post that, but I believe it's 15. It's not going to go over 15. It just means that there's more chemicals in the product to last longer on your skin, to stick on your skin, to keep the sun away. Now, sunscreen, when you go buy it, that is UV. It's not necessarily UVA. So it may be sunscreen, but it's not going to protect your skin from the aging factors, which are hyperpigmentation, skin cell damage, things like that. That's when you need to look and make sure it has a UVA in there. So the UVA, I say it needs to be above an 8%. A lot of people say it needs to be above a 5%, meaning that it needs to have titanium or zinc in there. With titanium or zinc, it needs to be over a 5% on one of them. And that is going to protect you with your UVA radiation, okay? So there's my little blurb on sunscreen. It is definitely huge. I'm going to get to your guys' questions in a second. I just wanted to go over a couple things with you guys. So also for anti-aging, I really wanted to go over like changing up your routine. It's huge for your skin. So a lot of my clients will be on like a retinol, and then I'll say, you know, hey, I want you to use a retinol like 3 times a week, but then the other times I want you to use a growth factor. And then so that way you're constantly kind of changing your skin up. It's not getting acclimated. It's the same thing like going out and working out at the gym. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, it gets easier. Your body gets used to it. You're not really working out. You're really not burning calories. And it's the same thing with our skin. So we constantly have to keep it going and keeping it like not knowing what's hitting it is what I'm saying, but with good products. Another thing that's huge is definitely changing up your eye serums to not let your eye area get, too used to the same thing. And also another note for anti-aging, your eyes, your neck, and your chest are thinner skin. It's going to age faster. So make sure that you take care of it properly. So then that way, as you get older, you don't look your age, you look younger. Hyper or moisturizers, I say hydrators. I do not believe in moisturizers. Check my podcast out. It's called WTF is Beauty Anyway, and it will go and dive deep into moisturizers, and it will give that out. I don't want to do a huge blurb on that today. And the last thing that I really wanted to go over is products that you can get on the market, like Sephora, things like that. Will those products really penetrate the surface of your skin? No. I'm sorry. They're not formulated to do that. They're not in a doctor's office. They're not in an esthetician's office. It's not going to penetrate past the layers of the skin. What it's only going to do is it's just going to plump the tissues of the skin for just, like the day until you wash it off. But that's all it's going to do. So that is, I say, save your money, use it on good products. Don't get fooled by what people tell you that it's going to do. It's just a nice marketing scheme. So that's it for me today. So now I'm going to look at through all of your guys' questions. Amy, love the Fire and Ice treatment. Yes, it is an amazing treatment. And Amy is actually one of my estheticians in my back of the location. And so if you guys want any education on the Fire and Ice, that is the one we're actually packaging and shipping out, because it is like a mild peel. So you guys aren't going to have any harm if you leave it on too long or anything like that. So it's a great peel. So definitely, if you're interested, we're doing little packets to send out to people. So let's go over. Yes, computers are damaging. They send out the UVA radiation. So definitely keeping up with sunscreen is huge. So let's see. I got collagen pills. Yeah, I think collagen pills definitely. But you have to do your research on it. So you have to make sure exactly what collagen it is. If it's really beneficial. I actually am going to be carrying a collagen protein that I will be linking to my website that I love, and the formulation is phenomenal. I will be doing that this week and getting that uploaded. Collagen is huge for our body, but you really need to make sure that you're producing it internally. And definitely I'm saying everybody needs to be working out, going for runs, getting that vascularity going in their body, because that's what's going to get all that nutrients going. So eggs, I didn't know that. Yeah, egg whites, they have good vitamin A. All right, any other questions, you guys? Because we're kind of almost at our max. We're at 27 minutes, and I wanted to keep it at about 30. So again, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to give those products away. So share, post, like, whatever you want to do, just so I can see it. I really love what I do. I'm here to make a difference. I want a difference in people's skin. I don't want you guys just to listen to all the BS that's out there and think that you have to buy certain products when they're not going to work. Just being informative about what you're doing inside, internally and externally. So again, I'm giving away multivitamins. I'm giving away the omegas and probiotics. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for logging in. I love what I do. I'm glad I'm here to help you guys. Please let me know if you have any questions on anything. If you guys want me to go over anything, I will. Check out my skincare line. So it is V skincare line, but I have V for women and I have V for men. But it's virago.studio, and check out my IG as well. But again, nutrition, diet, those are your anti-aging. That's really where it comes to. And then topically using products. growth factors, antioxidants again, your sunscreen, retinols. Those are your anti-aging products that are going to help you. Not all of this other BS that's out there. So with that said, make it an amazing Saturday, you guys. And I will do another post here probably like next week again. So let me know what you guys want. And then check out, I am launching my men's line, and that will be launching out, I believe, Monday or Tuesday. And I'm going to be giving some giveaways with that too. So have an amazing day. Bye, guys.